Welcome back to the News at 10. Time for sports news. Here's Ayo Balogun.
Thank you very much. Now the Super Eagles claimed third place at the African Nations Championship with a 1-0 victory over Zimbabwe in an entertaining playoff game at the Cape Town Stadium. Christian Obiozo scored the only goal 5 minutes to regulation time to ensure Nigeria got their consolation prize. Enugu Rangers striker, who made his debut in the competition, made no mistake in heading home a pinpoint cross from Ejike Ozonyi. Zimbabwe finished the encounter with 10 men after midfielder Mazimba Mambare was sent off in the 18th minute.
His first appearance in this tournament scores the goal that almost certainly will seal third place for the Super Eagles.
Well, ex-Spain coach Javier Clemente became the first man to lead Libya to its first ever continental glory. Libya tore bookmakers' predictions into shreds as they shocked the pre-tournament favourites, the Black Stars of Ghana, 4-3 on penalties to win the 2014 African Nations Championship. It was the third successive match that Libya won via a shootout after ousting Gabon and Zimbabwe in the same manner in the quarter and semi-finals. It would also serve as a reprieve for the Libyans, who last played a continental final, that's the African Cup of Nations in 1982, only to lose to the Ghanaians on home soil. Now to the English Premier League, where Kevin Mirallas struck a free kick to earn Everton a late 2-1 victory over Aston Villa. Shane Long scored his first Hull City goal as Steve Bruce's side held Tottenham Hotspur to a 1-1 draw. Charlie Adams' double strike gave Stoke City their first league win over Manchester United since 1984. Sunderland earned their third successive North-East derby win over Newcastle to move further clear of the relegation zone. England international Andy Carroll set up 2 goals for captain Kevin Nolan as West Ham United beat Swansea City by 2-0. Fulham fell to the foot of the table after Southampton struck 3 goals in 11 second-half minutes at Craven Cottage. And former Spain coach Luis Aragonés has died at the age of 75. He passed away early this morning in a Madrid clinic after a battle with leukemia. Aragonés ended Spain's 44-year wait for a major international title by winning the European Championships in 2008. As a player, he scored some 172 goals in 372 matches for Atletico de Madrid and represented Spain 13 times. Most recently, he coached Fenerbahce for the 2008 and 9 season, reaching the final of the Turkish Cup. He then went on to lift a total of 9 titles as a coach with FC Barcelona and his beloved Atletico de Madrid. And that's it on sports news. Olumide will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
And now on the foreign scene, violence has erupted in the Thai capital of Bangkok ahead of Sunday's elections. Several people have been injured by gunfire amidst clashes involving anti-government protesters. The violence erupted during a standoff between supporters and opponents of Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra. Anti-government demonstrators have been blockading buildings where ballot papers are being stored in an attempt to prevent their distribution. Protesters want the government replaced by an unelected People's Council. The opposition has vowed to boycott Sunday's poll, which is likely to be won by Ms. Yingluck. As Ukraine continues to boil, the country's future has sparked angry exchanges at a summit in Munich. European Council President Herman Van Rompuy said the future of Ukraine belongs with the EU, while U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry said the U.S. backed Ukraine's fight for democracy. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov also accused those defending violent protests of double standards. Ukraine has been in turmoil since November when it scrapped an EU accord in favor of a Russian bailout. And finally tonight, standing on a stage and shouting about one's love for one's partner may not seem the most romantic way to get your message across, but in Japan, that's the story. Dozens of men took to the stage in Tokyo and publicly expressed their affection for their wives in an annual event called Love Your Wife Day, organized by a local floral shop.
These Japanese men aren't waiting for Valentine's Day to reassure and declare their love for their wives. They are devoted and loving husbands. For 5 years, Tokyo has encouraged men to openly express their affection and gratitude to their partners. Nobuyuki and Miyoko have been married for over 40 years. Theirs is a love story that have come to stay, and for that reason, Nobuyuki says he is grateful.
I'm still madly in love with you from the bottom of my heart.
Others like Yuki Maeda have been lucky as well in marriage. He has been married to his wife for 20 years. He took a more conventional approach as he conveyed his love in a freestyle rap in his dialect.
Thank you for always making food and waiting around on me. I love you. I love you so much.
In Japan, expression of love and appreciation are uncommon, even among couples. Love Your Wife Day would continue to be cherished by the Japanese community for a long time to come.
Something Nigerians shall emulate. And the main news again. The All Progressives Congress, the APC, has commenced their preparations for the 2015 polls with registration exercise for its members. The people of Egon in Doma, Lafia and Nasarawa Egon Federal Constituency have rejected the defection of two All Progressives Congress lawmakers from Nasarawa who moved from the APC to the PDP. The Northern States Governors Forum, NSGF, has appealed to those behind the killings in Kaduna State to stop the attacks on hapless individuals. And at least 6 people have suffered gunshot wounds in the Thai capital of Bangkok amidst anti-government clashes ahead of tomorrow's election. And that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I am Olumide Macaulay. From all of us here, to have a good night.